Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. Welcome to everybody for today's session, evening class. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prema Śrīmad Bhakti-rasāmṛta-sindhu Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prema Śrīmad Bhakti-rasāmṛta-sindhu Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Thank you so much. So today we are going to discuss a very important principle, a topic in Gaudiya Vaishnavism, that is what is a need of Krishna Prema for the soul. Why Krishna Prema is the need of the soul. It is not an option, but it is something which we would always need. The soul needs it. So we will discuss these things, and before we understand that, let's understand what is Krishna Prema. So Rupa Goswami in Bhakti-rasāmṛta-sindhu, he says that Anya Bilashita Shunyam Jnana Karmadi Anavratam Anukulyena Krishnanu Shilanam Bhakti-ruttama. So love means Krishna Prema means loving Krishna only for his happiness, means engaging in service to Krishna. Just like a mother serves the child and she feels happy when the child feels happy. So similarly, Prema, love for Krishna, means acting for the pleasure of Krishna without any motive, without any agenda, without thinking, what will I get? This is love. Love means unconditional service for the pleasure of Krishna. So we are not looking for any kind of a liberation or any personal benefit. It's all Krishna's pleasure. As long as Krishna is happy, we do that. Okay, this is the Anya Abhilashita Shunyam. No Abhilasha, no personal desire. Anukulyena Krishna. Always the activities of service should be pleasing Krishna. Okay, no matter what happens. This is the definition. And then next point is, how does it feel when we engage in loving service to Krishna? Bhagavatam says 1.2.43 Savai pumsam paro dharmo yato bhaktir adokshije ahetuki apratihata yayatma suprasidati. When the soul engages in loving service to Krishna, then the soul becomes Yayatma suprasidati. It satisfies deeply the soul. So we feel completely satisfied, completely blissful in service of Krishna. That is the effect of engaging in service to Krishna with love. This is the second point. First point is that serving Krishna without any motive. Second is that feels satisfaction for the soul. We are looking for fulfillment, looking for bliss, we are looking for happiness, and that comes only when the soul engages in loving service to Krishna. So this is the second point. I'm sure you understood. And third point is, what is the peak of this love? Because love can be at different levels, and the highest level of the Krishna Prema is experienced by the gopis when they say Ashlishyava padaratam pinastumam adarshanan marmahatam karotu va yatha tatha va vidadatu lampato mat prananatastu saeva naparaha. So the gopis, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Śikṣāṣṭakam, he's singing this verse. He says, Krishna, whether you embrace us with love or whether you trample us, whether you just kick us out, whether you accept us or reject, whether you give your darshan to us or whether you just turn away from us, no matter what, mat prananatastu saeva naparaha. Irrespective of what is the situation, you still remain our dear most lovable Lord. So this is the highest peak of love that can be experienced. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu expresses the sentiment of gopis. So we are not looking for any kind of happiness, even if it gives suffering to us or if it gives us pain. Still, if Krishna feels happy, we serve him and we feel happiness in that service. That is a peak of love that gopis experience in the mood of separation. So we understood what is Krishna Prema, what is the effect, how does it feel, and what is the highest peak. Now today I'm going to discuss about why Krishna Prema, love for Krishna, is the need of the soul. To understand this, we will try to put it in three different levels of spiritual understanding. One is spirituality means three different steps through which we progress. One is called Sambandha, one is called Abhidheya, and third one is Prayojana. Prayojana means the goal that we desire to achieve. And the goal of Gaudiya Vaishnava Siddhanta is Krishna Prema. But before that, there is Sambandha, there is Abhidheya. Sambandha is the understanding about the relationship. And Abhidheya is the process that we follow in serving Krishna. And then finally we get the Prayojana, the goal, that is Krishna Prema, that is the disc. Now the question is, what is the need of Krishna Prema for the soul? As I said, Sambandha is the first stage in which we understand everybody of us through Shastra, through Guru, through our Acharyas. We understand that we are all souls. I am a soul. And we also understand that I am servant of Krishna. And we also understand that this world is a place which is miserable and which is full of suffering. This knowledge we get. And the need for Krishna Prema is because the soul is not just satisfied with knowledge. It needs love for the satisfaction. Because in the first stage or in spiritual life, people do understand that they are souls, they are servants of Krishna, and this world is a miserable place and we need to just leave, get out of this place. But this knowledge being essential, but it is not something which can satisfy the soul. Knowledge itself cannot satisfy the soul. And not just knowledge, even if you practice detachment or if you become peaceful, that doesn't satisfy. Why? Because the soul is by nature an active principle. The soul is active. And the soul can be satisfied only when it engages in service to Krishna, when it starts experiencing the relationship of love, of service, of care, of commitment these things only satisfy the soul. Just like a mother and the father. If you just know that he is my mother and she's my mother and he's my father, does it really satisfy the son, the child? No. The satisfaction, the child feels happy when there is some loving connection, there is some affection, there is some care, there is some service between the child and the mother. Similarly, the active principle of the soul demands some relationship, and in that relationship, service, that loving service makes the soul very satisfied. When the principle of love comes into the relationship, and when the jiva starts loving Krishna, then the soul, the active principle of a soul gets satisfied, it gets fulfillment in that activity. Just by knowing Krishna is God is not enough. Just by knowing Krishna is the Supreme is not enough. The need of the soul is that I want Krishna and I want Krishna to want me. There has to be some reciprocal relationship which satisfies the active principle of the soul. We cannot just become inactive. Like for example, the Mayavadis, the Shankara followers, they understand that they are the soul and they study the scriptures and get detailed knowledge, and then they want to become one with God. And they can never be happy because there is no active seva. Seva is the principle that satisfies the active nature, because soul is active, it is always dynamic, it wants some activity to be engaged in, and then the Krishna Prema gives a dynamic activity which pleases the soul deep inside, and we become happy. The nature of the soul is satisfied, and when it's satisfied, when the principle of love is attached to that, love makes it a satisfactory feeling. So this is the first point why we need, because the active principle of soul is totally satisfied in the loving service of Krishna. Alright, this is the first point. And the second point is important, because we are all individual souls and we have little bit of freedom to act. That is a free will that Krishna gave us. And most of us in this world, in this material world, we are suffering not because there is lack of money or there is lack of success or lack of anything else. We are actually feeling suffering because of being lonely. We are all individuals and we need companionship. We cannot, if we start feeling insecure or if we feel left out, unattended, then we feel insecure. And why this happens is because in this material world, if you see, most of the relationships that we enter into, they are all temporary. There's temporary friends, temporary family, it's just for this lifetime. And we realize that deep inside, this is all temporary. And all these relationships are also with a lot of conditions attached. Somebody likes us because of some special feature that we have, or somebody doesn't like because we don't have good qualities. And our relationships are also very delicate. Small things can break relationships. People tend to become very soft and the relationships are very fragile, subject to breaking up, and person may also die, and then we may be left all alone, and this makes us insecure in the relationship. So we need some security, we need some sense of being belonging to. So even in spiritual life also, sometimes without love you can feel lonely. And Krishna Prema is the principle that gives us security, because when we start loving Krishna, then Krishna gives us that eternal love, because Krishna is the supreme eternal person and we are also eternal souls. And when we start loving, this eternal souls start loving eternal supreme Lord, then we become then we feel security. And Krishna's love is not because we have some good qualities or we don't have bad qualities. It's not like that. Krishna, being the Father, He loves us unconditionally despite our good and bad traits. Krishna loves us for what we are. We feel eternally being loved. We feel loved unconditionally. And that gives us security. That gives us the feeling of being belonged to and loved by somebody. And that is why we need Krishna Prema, not some other things externally, which are temporary. They only create more insecurity in us. So this is the second reason why we need love of Krishna, love for Krishna. As I said, first reason is that the active principle of soul is satisfied in the loving service. The second principle is that the soul feels secured. And the third important principle why we need Krishna Prema, why the soul needs it, because as of now, right now, when we are in the process of devotion, like for example, I said Sambandha is knowledge and Abhidheya is the process. What are we doing? We are actually doing a lot of activities for Krishna. Like for example, we are doing some, we chant Krishna's name, and then we follow some rules and regulations which are to be followed in the process, and then we read Shastra, we follow the instructions of Guru, and we do a lot of service. We go to temple, we offer flowers, we cook for Krishna, we do all these activities. But the problem is that in our present state, when we are doing this Vaidhi Bhakti, we don't really feel truly joyful. Our service is not natural. It feels like some effort. Even the chanting, though we do it, we like it, but it feels as if it is something which is being enforced on us. Service feels like some kind of a duty. It's an obligation, you know. We do all this because we are being told to do that. It's not that we feel joyful. We don't feel natural, or it's not effortless. And regulations, the rules, they feel something being imposed on us. And why we need Krishna Prema is because we want to experience joy in chanting, joy in the seva, joy in following rules. And when there is love, these things can happen. Without love, everything feels somewhat dry, somewhat without rasa, without that feeling of mellow. We need Krishna Prema. Love means that you feel joy in the activity of loving somebody, serving somebody. Following the rules becomes spontaneous. Chanting Hare Krishna, engaging in association of devotees become like a festival. This is Gaudiya Vaishnavism. So bhakti, the process that we are following is not, we are not following the process to end in mukti or liberation. We want that our bhakti to mature into love, so that we can serve Krishna, we can love Krishna and engage in various services without being in a joyful state. The love element only can make it joyful. Till we have Krishna Prema, everything feels mechanical. So, without Krishna Prema, you may say that I am servant of Krishna. You may just keep on saying that I am servant of Krishna. But as soon as you get Krishna Prema, when you start loving Krishna, then Krishna becomes your life. And you become Krishna's life as well. Because love, that's how it is. Krishna reciprocates perfectly, completely, eternally. So, to intensify, to make the love spontaneous, we need Krishna's love. Love is the element which makes it, which makes the service or the activities for Krishna to be a pleasure. And we need it. Without that, how long can you be mechanical, obligatory, dutiful? How long can you say that I am servant of? We need to come to a point where we say that Krishna is my life. And people may also say that, when you ask people why you are practicing bhakti, they say that to end the miseries of life, to end the suffering. Of course, that happens, but we practice bhakti to awaken our love, which is dormant inside, which is already there. Because without love, everything feels so dry and so empty. And love is the principle that blossoms the soul's natural tendency. And that's why we need Krishna Prema. So we understood what is Prema, Prayojana, the goal of life, the goal of the process that we are following, the goal of the knowledge. Everything should lead to Krishna Prema, so that we feel secure, we feel satisfied, and we feel joyful, naturally blissful to engage in service. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. So that's it for today. I hope this should help you strengthen your faith, increase your conviction, and strive for Krishna Prema in your process of devotion. All right. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, you can send it on WhatsApp. And I appreciate all your time. And we will see again. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.